How do we decide that?
Rock, paper, scissors, start! Ah!
Number 30. Howard and his mother yelling.
Who is it?
It's Leonard!
You're gonna have to play outside! I'm not dressed to receive!
No one cares, Ma! So what's up?
The dynamic between the mother and son of the Wolowitz family is one of the funniest on the show, and it's due in large part to this ongoing gag. Running in tandem with the joke that we never really see Howard's mom, which we'll expand upon in another entry, the two must constantly yell back and forth to communicate throughout the house.
Don't have homework. I'm a grown man with a master's degree in engineering.
Excuse me, Mr. Fancy Pants. Want me to get you a popsicle?
Cherry, please!
This has led to some humorous interactions in which we see how much Mrs. Wolowitz treats her son like a child and how fed up Howard is with his living situation. This is made all the better by the fact that Howard's eventual wife, Bernadette, is no stranger to yelling across the house as well. We'll get to that later. Poor Howard can't catch a break.
So, what's the word? He wants butter! It's butter-flavored syrup! I just told him that!
Number 29. Howard talking about being an astronaut.
It's really nice of you to try to be happy for Leonard.
Thank you.
It must have killed you when I went to space.
When he's not exhausting his vocal cords conversing with his mom, you can find Howard talking about engineering, girls, and all things nerd. But the topic that comes up the most for him is that he is an astronaut. After his space trip, his friends are initially proud and excited for him. However, as time goes on and Howard continues to repeatedly mention that he's been to space, the topic hilariously gets on everyone's nerves.
Never mind. I just won't talk about the greatest achievement of my life ever again.
Yeah, look at that. The problem solved itself.
His friends even go so far as to intervene on his constant chatter about astronaut life and insist he stop. Although this was an undoubtedly cool experience for him, we do kind of understand their perspective.
It did not kill me when you went to space. The monkeys went to space.
Number 28. Leonard's height. Leonard has his share of shortcomings, no pun intended. But there are a few that keep getting brought up by his friends, his wife, and even his mother. One of those is his height, which is really just slightly below average. But it gets brought up so much that you would think he was 2 feet tall.
I assume, like the rest of frontier life, it'll be exhausting and short.
You're exhausting and short.
Whether he's embracing it by dressing up as a hobbit or enduring the insults from his nearest and dearest, it's fun for us to watch. We're happy he doesn't let his size or his insecurities stop him from reaching for the stars, though. How else would he have ended up with a PhD and a wife like Penny? That is some short king energy.
Well, I guess for you guys, that's like regular golf.
Short jokes, really? You're like 1/4 of an inch taller than me.
And don't you forget it.
Number 27. Raj hating on his culture. Howard has a good time making fun of his best friend Raj, and he even does an impression of his accent too.
Give me the phone.
Why?
Just give it to me.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, you'll thank me.
However, no one makes fun of India and all that it entails more than Rajesh Koothrappali himself. He talks about how spicy the food is, how overcrowded the streets are, and he has opinions about his parents meddling in his love life.
If you decide on a spring wedding, we can avoid monsoon season.
Spring wedding?
It's up to you, Dave. We don't want to meddle.
If you don't want to meddle, then why are you meddling?
He leans into and jokes about Indian stereotypes constantly, and his perspective on his own culture has led to some of the best one-liners in the show. After all, who doesn't love some good old-fashioned self-deprecating humor?
Do you know at the Mumbai McDonald's you can't get a Big Mac? All you can get is the chicken Maharaja Mac. And the special sauce? Curry. Which, in India, believe you me, is really not that special.
Number 26. Leonard's mom loving Sheldon. Most mothers would be proud of their kid having a PhD, right? But if you're Dr. Beverly Hofstadter, that statement could not be more wrong. She basically has one emotion, and it is as neutral as can be. She's clearly a true scientist at heart, and fails to understand human feelings she deems unnecessary. This puts a strain on her relationship with Leonard, but makes her extremely compatible with Sheldon.
You see right through me, don't you?
Only when you're in a CAT scanner.
they have way more in common, both seemingly robotically putting scientific endeavors above all else. When we see Beverly and Sheldon interact, we don't know whether to laugh out loud or cry at Leonard's expense.
But it's 1 o'clock. You were going to show me your laboratory at 1 o'clock.
Her reasoning is unassailable. It is 1 o'clock.
Fine, let's go.
Number 25, video chatting with Raj's parents. Raj's family becomes a prominent part of the series as it goes on, with his sister even moving to Pasadena and dating Leonard. His parents are quite involved too, but they usually only interact with Raj through a computer screen. Because of that, their relationship becomes a running joke of awkward camera angles and bad internet connection.
But he's right, Papa. Listen to him. You are the one who ruined everything.
Who is it? We can't see.
Turn us.
It's especially funny when they try to enforce their strict rules on Raj from thousands of miles away. We're sad we didn't get to see more of them because, let's face it, Raj's parents contribute to some of the best moments on the series.
You are wearing the boxes that we sent you, aren't you, Rajesh?
Yes, Mummy.
Because you know what happens to the samosas when you wear the tighty whities.
Number 24, a hot beverage. We have to give kudos to Sheldon. Despite his stilted social skills, there are moments where he genuinely tries to form human connections based on social norms he's identified with. For example, he comes around to gift giving, tries to be intimate with Amy at appropriate times, and even works hard to be a good host.
Leonard, social protocol states when a friend is upset, you offer them a hot beverage, such as tea.
Tea does sound nice.
You heard the man, Leonard.
The latter often includes him making the guest a hot beverage, and we giggle every time we hear the offer. The fact that he doesn't say coffee or tea, and instead just goes with hot beverage shows how foreign and forced this is to him, which makes it that much funnier.
Sheldon, your friend is hurting. What do we do when someone's hurting?
Offer them a hot beverage.
Number 23, Penny's check engine light. Sheldon likes things to be just so, and he's uncomfortable when any little detail isn't how it's supposed to be. So, it is no surprise that Penny's check engine light rubs him the wrong way. When she gives Sheldon a ride, he notes it's lit up, but Penny is completely dismissive.
If it were fine, the light wouldn't be on. That's why the manufacturer installed that light, to let you know it's not fine.
Maybe the light's broken.
Is there a check the check engine light?
It's a comical interaction, so much so that The Big Bang Theory couldn't resist bringing it up a few more times in the series. It's also a perfect metaphor for Sheldon and Penny, since he is a textbook perfectionist and she very much just goes with the flow.
I pointed out the check engine light to you several months ago.
No, the check engine light is fine. It's still blinking away. It's this stupid engine that stopped working.
Number 22, rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock.
Then I believe we've arrived at another quintessential rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock moment.
These geniuses nerd out about absolutely everything, so we are not shocked they even have their own semi-Star Trek-inspired version of something as simple as rock, paper, scissors. Whenever they need to make a decision, the fists come up and the confusing game begins. If that wasn't funny enough, we can't get over Sheldon's lightning-fast explanation of the rules.
Scissors cuts paper, paper covers rock. Rock crushes lizard, lizard poisons Spock. Spock smashes scissors, scissors decapitates lizard. Lizard eats paper, paper disproves Spock. Spock vaporizes rock, and as it always has, rock crushes scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors on its own would obviously be too simple for them, but this version is still just a more complex game of chance. So, at the end of the day, it's really no different, which makes it all the more hysterical.
Okay, who gets the extra dumpling?
Rock, paper, scissors, Spock!
Number 21, Raj's selective mutism. The gang's resident astrophysicist has some memorable quirks, but the most prominent of them all is his initial inability to talk to women. In the beginning of the series, Raj can't so much as utter a word in the presence of a girl. But he later overcomes that with some liquid courage.
I am talking to you. Hello, Penny. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, now I just need to make sure I have a Lalita before I meet the grasshopper.
Still, it is an ongoing issue that ebbs and flows throughout The Big Bang Theory. As you can imagine, it makes his relationship with Penny both hilarious and complicated. To say nothing of his dating life. It takes years before Raj is able to speak to a woman without consuming alcohol. And honestly, we sometimes miss the hijinks that came from his shy mutism.
Maybe there's still a future for us. Yeah, the funny thing about life is that, sometimes
something you think is going to be great turns out
shut up?
Number 20, my mother had me tested. Sheldon is definitely an odd bird, and although he doesn't want people to think he's weird, most of them do.
Oh, no, I beg to differ.
However, while some might also call him crazy, he has empirical evidence to the contrary. As he repeatedly assures us,
I'm not crazy. My mother had me tested.
we never find out much about these tests or what they were testing exactly. But not only does he consistently claim his mother had him tested, Mrs. Cooper herself confirms this as well during one of her visits to Los Angeles.
Doctor says he's fine.
Told you.
Although I do regret not following up with that specialist in Houston.
Maybe that specialist in Houston could have provided a little more insight. Number 19. Leonard is lactose intolerant. Being lactose intolerant isn't fun, but thankfully Leonard isn't intolerant to being mocked for it. Because if he were, he would be in a constant state of flatulence that no amount of open windows would fix.
Its main ingredient is paneer, a farmer's cheese that would cause Leonard to render any room uninhabitable within minutes.
Leonard's short stature and his asthma are also brought up often, but it's definitely his inability to digest dairy that is the most recurrent of the running gags related to his character. Sometimes Leonard brings it up in too much detail, like on his first date with Penny.
Do you want some?
Right, no. I'm lactose intolerant.
Right.
So gas.
Yeah, got it.
Frequently, though, it's the rest of the group that mentions Leonard's dairy-induced big bangs.
Well, milk in the taters, milk in the gravy, Parmesan crust. Your lactose intolerant boyfriend will turn into a gas-filled Macy's Day balloon.
Number 18. Soft kitty. Cats in general were a running theme throughout the series, from hypoallergenic calicos to zazzy felines.
I was going to name him Herman von Helmholtz, but he's so zazzy.
But there is no cat-centric gag more prevalent and important than the soft kitty song. We first learn about the song in season 1, when Sheldon gets sick and the guys escape to a Planet of the Apes marathon, leaving Penny to care for him.
Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur.
While that's the first time we hear the song, it's definitely not the last. This gag keeps on running through season after season, and even develops its own specific rules. Such as the fact that the song is only for when someone is sick, and if you mess up, you have to start again from the beginning.
Happy kitty.
Sleepy kitty.
Sleepy kitty.
No. Start over.
Number 17. Sheldon is a robot. Okay, so we know Sheldon isn't actually a robot, or at least we're pretty sure he isn't. And based on some questioning by Howard and Raj in season 1, even they aren't 100% convinced.
Have you ever harmed yourself or allowed yourself to be harmed except in cases where a human being would have been endangered?
Well, no.
I smell a robot.
What we all do know is that while Sheldon may not be a robot just yet, he definitely wants to be one, and is disappointed when he calculates that he won't live long enough to make that happen.
So you're upset about missing out on becoming some sort of freakish, self-aware robot?
By this much.
However, it does lead him to create a pretty cool mobile virtual presence device in an attempt to avoid the dangers of the outside world, as well as adding Brussels sprouts to his diet. The latter of which causes him, and not Leonard, to be the flatulent roommate for once.
Funny how things worked out, isn't it?
Oh, Lord, I think it's about to burst! On the other hand, it might have been the Brussels sprouts.
Number 16. Forgetting Stuart. When the series began, Stuart Bloom, yes, that's his last name, was a confident, talented artist and proprietor of a comic book store.
Now give me the picture.
Well, you drive a hard bargain, but here.
All right. So just give me a call.
So, Leonard, how are you enjoying Anything Can Happen Thursday?
By season 3, however, he's begun his regression into sad, depressed loner Stuart. The poor guy gets stood up by stray cats and is happy to play dead just to be a part of a group activity. Although he becomes a series regular and a part of the gang, it's a running joke that he is often forgotten about when activities are planned.
I invited you to my murder mystery party.
No, you didn't. Oh.
Or even when there's some big news like Bernadette being pregnant.
Sounds like something a member of the group might know.
Yeah, birthday party first, pity party later.
Number 15, Sheldon and sarcasm. Sheldon can add up the change under a couch cushion just by sitting down, but he usually can't recognize sarcasm when it's staring him right in the face.
For God's sake, Sheldon, do I have to hold up a sarcasm sign every time I open my mouth?
You have a sarcasm sign?
This hole in his emotional IQ is something the writers have a lot of fun with throughout the series. Initially, the humor is just in him having sarcastic comments go right over his head. But eventually, Sheldon tries to improve and starts to keep track of his stats when it comes to picking up on sarcasm.
Did Leonard? I'm no expert, but I believe what we just heard from Penny was sarcasm. Ah, good. I'm 8 for 26 this month.
And it goes really well.
Was that sarcasm?
No.
Was that sarcasm?
Yes.
For all the Sheldons out there, yeah, that was sarcasm. Number 14, Howard doesn't have a PhD. As much as Leonard's lactose intolerance and Sheldon's not being crazy are mentioned throughout the series, there might be no single character point that gets brought up more than Howard's lack of a PhD.
You're a doctor, you're a doctor, you're a doctor, you're a doctor, and Howard, you know a lot of doctors.
Howard likes to tell people that engineers usually don't get one, but that doesn't stop the jokes from coming.
But she has no prospects, no marketable skills, and then one day, she meets a group of geniuses and their friend Howard.
For the most part, it was Sheldon commenting on Howard's PhD-less level of education, but the other members of the group also got their jabs in during the show's 12-year run. Even his loving wife chimed in on the matter.
If you don't want to get teased about that, get a doctorate. I have one, they're great.
Number 13, the Wi-Fi password. Maybe the most impressive thing we noticed in the show is the strength of the Wi-Fi in Sheldon and Leonard's apartment. Many of us have probably experienced weak Wi-Fi in different rooms of our house, and yet on the 4th floor at 2311 North Los Robles Avenue, the Wi-Fi in the guy's apartment is strong enough that Penny can use it in her unit across the hall.
Hey, Leonard, is your Wi-Fi down? I can't get on.
Oh, Sheldon changed the password. It's now Penny is a freeloader.
It might be a tad unrealistic, but we're okay with it because it leads to some very funny moments whenever Sheldon changes the Wi-Fi password.
Okay, if you can't get me to stop eating your food, what makes you think you can get me to stop using your Wi-Fi?
I believe that you're capable of great change.
Leonard can usually be counted on to give the new password, though. And the formatting, at least, is always the same.
Yes, it's Penny, get your own Wi-Fi, no spaces.
Thanks.
Number 12, Bernadette sounds like Howard's mom. We got a little glimpse of this one early on in their relationship when Bernadette and Raj were bonding over teasing Howard. They poked fun at some of his favorite jokes and both did their impression of his mother.
Howard, help me out of that sub. I'm stuck again.
However, the next time we hear her do the voice, it isn't in jest, and it's the beginning of this funny running gag.
We're very different people, Howard, so communication's a little tricky.
Does he like the pancakes?
He didn't try them yet!
An added dimension to this is the fact that Howard doesn't initially pick up on the fact that she sounds just like his mother. It isn't until she yells at Sheldon and Leonard one night during dinner that it finally clicks.
You guys ever notice sometimes Bernadette sounds like my mom?
I don't hear it.
No, not at all.
Number 11, Howard and Raj are a couple. The running gag that Raj and Howard are a couple is hard to miss. Even Leonard's mother sees it the first time she meets them in season 2.
You know, both selective mutism and an inability to separate from one's mother can stem from a pathological fear of women. It might explain why the two of you have created an ersatz homosexual marriage to satisfy your need for intimacy.
Whatever the reason for it, this relationship is played up throughout the series after that. The two best friends often argue like a married couple and have gone as far as to seek professional help.
We're just saying all the things we love about each other.
Oh, like you and I did at couples therapy.
They even kissed 2 times, once virtually, and they've felt each other up. We aren't sure what base that would be for Bernadette, but it sure sounds like first base to us.
Yeah, maybe.
Number 10. Restraining orders. One might not think of restraining orders as comedic fodder, but on The Big Bang Theory, not only are they played for laughs, they are played on repeat throughout the series.
You wait here. I'll get some Alka-Seltzer so we can build that rocket and we can shoot it at Bill Nye's house. As long as I'm not within 500 feet of it.
We know Sheldon is harmless and definitely wouldn't hurt anyone, especially his idols, but he can also be a little, let's call it, persistent. It is this quality that led to a number of restraining orders filed against him.
Boy, a restraining order from Stephen Hawking. No, look so nice next to the ones he's already got from Leonard Nimoy, Carl Sagan, and Stan Lee.
The ones from Leonard Nimoy and Carl Sagan are just mentioned on a few occasions, but we are witness to the ones filed by Bill Nye the Science Guy and Stan Lee.
You boys may have had gelato with Stan Lee and gotten autographed comics, but I saw the inside of his house and got an autographed application for a restraining order.
Number 9. Amy crushing on Penny. The growth of Amy Farrah-Fowler was one of the biggest character transformations on the show.
That sounds so great, but I have a little more studying to do.
Can you believe this nerd?
When we first met her, she was a robotic female version of Sheldon who only dated once a year to get her mother off her case, and disliked physical contact from anyone, even Penny.
Please don't touch my breasts.
I wasn't going to.
All right, I just want to establish boundaries.
Cut to a few years later, and she's getting drunk in Vegas, writing sexy Little House on the Prairie fan fiction about Sheldon, and totally girl-crushing on Penny. And Penny's reactions, from awkward to flattered, take these running gags across the funny finish line.
There's not a hair on my body I wouldn't let this woman trim.
Number 8. Penny loves wine. After 12 seasons of The Big Bang Theory, we still didn't know Penny's last name. But we did know that she loves alcohol, particularly wine. She might not have a clean glass to drink it out of, but that won't stop her from getting her buzz on.
Yep, that's good. Wine glasses should have handles.
And Penny's love for the grape juice that burns is often commented on and joked about throughout the series.
Hey, you guys want to play a drinking game?
Oh, well, now, we'll never win. You always play the drinking game.
It also serves as the catalyst for a few of the biggest moments on the show, including her first ever kiss with Leonard and that ill-advised hookup with Raj Quickdraw Koothrappali.
This never happened. Do you understand me? Really? Still can't talk to me?
Number 7. Food questions. Sheldon is a man of routines and habits, and when he finds something he likes, he sticks to it.
There's no harm in trying something new.
There's a lot of harm in trying something new. That's why we test out drugs and cosmetics on bunny rabbits.
That includes his food, as anyone who brings him his meal is sure to discover via a barrage of questions regarding its contents and preparation.
Did you remember to ask for the chicken with broccoli to be diced, not shredded?
Yes.
Even though the menu description specifies shredded?
Yes.
Brown rice, not white?
Yes.
Did you stop at the Korean grocery and get the good hot mustard?
Yes.
Did you pick up the low sodium soy sauce from the market?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What took you so long?
While there are a few people who get the full questioning treatment, most of the time it's Leonard on the receiving end. Leonard does get to turn the tables on his roommate one time, though, and inundate him with questions.
Black beans, not pinto beans?
Yes.
Double guacamole?
Of course.
No cilantro?
Nope.
Lettuce shredded, not chopped?
Yep.
You understand why I'm doing this to you?
I do.
That'll be all.
It is a very happy moment for Lenny. Number 6. Bazinga. No running gag or quote from the show has been entrenched into our pop culture lexicon more than Bazinga.
Once again, you've fallen for one of my classic pranks. Bazinga.
If you don't own a red t-shirt emblazoned with the word, know someone who does, or have seen someone wearing one, we assume you haven't left your house in the last decade. The word was first uttered in the season 2 finale and remained a memorable staple, even making its way into the prequel Young Sheldon.
If it's funny, it's Bazinga. Interesting.
All to say, Bazinga was uttered many a time, but maybe the most memorable was the classic ball pit scene in which Sheldon, while evading Leonard, continuously pops up out of the balls and proclaims his signature catchphrase.
Bazinga. Bazinga. Bazinga!
Number 5. Mrs. Wolowitz. From Cheers to Home Improvement, there is a history of television shows featuring a character whose face is never completely revealed to the audience.
Maybe you shouldn't try to have all the answers and instead ask more questions.
And The Big Bang Theory carried on that tradition with Howard's mother, Mrs. Wolowitz. Not only is her face never revealed, besides one brief moment passing by an open kitchen door, but she is never even seen on screen. Although she is most definitely heard.
Do their parents know they're here? No, but if you keep screaming, maybe they'll hear you!
As previously mentioned, her loud, wall-penetrating screams were an integral part of the show, and a running gag that continued until the sad day she passed away.
I didn't care for her yelling. But now that I'm not going to hear it again, I'm sad.
If you want, I can yell at you later.
It won't be as good.
Number 4. The Roommate Agreement. While a great laugh-filled running gag for fans of the show, the roommate agreement was anything but funny for Leonard.
I don't care. I'm done.
Hold on. Are you saying that you want to invoke Clause 209?
I don't know what that is, but if it means I can go home and sleep, then yes.
Think carefully here.
And in fact, it was the cause of much of the anguish he had to endure for all those many years that he and Sheldon lived together. Now, some provisions probably didn't cause Leonard much stress, like clauses for zombie apocalypses and correct flag usage.
Never fly it upside down. Unless the apartment's in distress.
However, there were many items in said agreement that did annoy and enrage Leonard, and even led him to retain a lawyer one time, albeit one that he was sleeping with. Schooled.
The legal principle is ambiguity in a contract benefits the party that did not draft it. In this case, Leonard. So much for count 1. But there's no but, Sheldon. That's how the law works.
Schooled.
Number 3. Sheldon's Spot. It is the singular location in space around which Sheldon's entire universe revolves. And it's the running gag that began on the very first episode. It is, of course, Sheldon's Spot. And if you know nothing else about it, you know not to sit in it. And if you don't know that, you find out pretty quickly, as Penny did in the pilot episode.
In the winter, that seat is close enough to the radiator to remain warm, and yet not so close as to cause perspiration. In the summer, it's directly in the path of a cross breeze created by opening windows there and there. It faces the television at an angle that is neither direct, thus discouraging conversation, nor so far wide as to create a parallax distortion. I could go on, but I think I've made my point.
Sheldon's Spot is an ever-present running gag that even extends beyond the apartment into his parking spot at the university. The fact that he doesn't have a car is irrelevant.
Maybe they reassigned it because you never use it.
Well, I'm not using my nipples either. Maybe you should reassign those.
It also leads to one of the most heartfelt gestures of the entire show when he gives his spot to Howard, even if it only lasts 94 seconds.
I changed my mind. Get out of my spot.
Number 2. The Broken Elevator. On the surface, there may not be anything inherently humorous about a broken elevator, but the fact that it is broken does lead to some funny situations, often involving heavy items being carried up the stairs.
Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
This includes new furniture for Penny and a time machine for Leonard. The broken elevator with the crime scene tape across it is a silent yet ever-present character on the series.
Sheldon, when is your landlord going to fix the elevator?
I don't know. Lately, we've been talking about converting it into a missile silo.
One that becomes so ingrained in the fabric of the show that when the elevator is finally fixed in the penultimate episode, it leads to one of the biggest audience reactions of the entire series.
I can't take any more.
Can you believe it? They finally fixed the elevator.
Number 1. 3 knocks. This is definitely one of the best jokes on the show, but it also is the one that almost never happened.
I bet that started off as a joke, but by the third one you realize there was something strangely enjoyable about it.
Yeah, I kind of want to do it again.
If we go all the way back to the second episode of the series, the first time we ever see Sheldon knock on a door, he only knocks once. This one knock anomaly aside, for the next 12 years, his multi-knock obsession is a constant running gag.
Penny?
Sheldon?
Penny?
Sheldon?
Penny?
Like the broken elevator, Sheldon's knocks become so important to the show that in season 10, he even confides in Penny the reason he does it. And another burning fan question is answered.
I mean, the first one's traditional, but 2 and 3 are for people to get their pants on.
Now, if only they would have told us Penny's maiden name. Which running gag always makes you laugh? Let us know in the comments.